from the Old Norse language, because Orkney had connections with the Kingdom of Denmark and Norway for a lot longer than it had connections with the Kingdom of Scotland. Orkney only became under meaning Church Bay. A lot of Orkney place names are based on the Old Norse language, so we'll be seeing one or two of those as we go. And we have another herd over here on the left-hand side of the coach. Aberdeen Angus is prime beef. It's one of our main exports. The quality of the meat from these animals is second to none. Shortly coming up on the left hand side of the coach, you'll see a whitish. Now, one thing that you won't see an awful lot of here in Orkney is trees, but on the right hand side of the coach we have this wooded plantation down in the valley with a rather imposing building at about 2 o'clock, owned by Malcolm McRae, who's the single largest landowner here in Orkney. The house was built by his great-grandfather in about 1850, not just on mainland but on the outer islands as well. And community centres such as the Harray Community Centre will provide a venue for some of those music events. Very well attended. In fact, it won the Scottish mailboxes is something that you'll see dotted around left. Not a telephone box like that one, but it's a blue painted structure within the buildings of the farm on the left hand side. To do an accurate radiocarbon dating, but it's from 4,600 to 4,400. On outside of the stone ring, as opposed to the ceremonial activities that were going on inside the ring. Now, just exactly what those ceremonial activities were, no one is absolutely certain. A number of theories. It could have been a kind of clock, it could have been a kind of calendar, it could have been aligned with celestial activity, sun, moon, stars, although the Little Friday in July and August each year. In 2022 there was a geophysics survey done here, and they discovered the corner of what appeared to be a very subsurface during ploughing. Yeah, someone has put a diagram, a drawing, painting, call it what you like, I'm not quite sure what's been applied, on the corner of the building. The stone circle is just over 5. Which is a big sea stack that was climbed by Christians on top. Now, the significance of the Hall of Preston is that it was the birthplace of one of Orkney's unsung heroes. Now, the stretch of water on your right hand side at the moment, so the inner bay here is Howden Bay, but just outside of that stretch of water is where the 74 ships of the German High Seas Fleet were interned. His orders were not to the school trip. They were very hurriedly brought to heathland. So the heather is compacted underneath that vegetation. The church, the spire of the St Magnus Cathedral up on the right hand side there, beautiful building. For those of you who want to come back into Kirkwall after the end of this tour, I would strongly recommend Bergen